Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Massive Phenomenon 5. Calvert Island Footprint. Calvert Island Footprint. Footprints on Calvert Island in British Columbia may be the oldest in North America. Dated to 13,200 years ago, they belong to 3 individuals believed to have been a family. If the prints turn out to be as old as expected, they would also be the earliest evidence of people living in British Columbia. Investigating the prints is extremely hard because they are in an intertidal zone, which forces archaeologists to work fast. More tests need to be performed before researchers can authenticate the ancient date. Nearby material was just 2,000 years old. However, previous radiocarbon dating was done on the footprint material itself. The find adds to the mounting evidence that North America was first settled along the Pacific coast. Previously, experts believed people had moved south through an ice-free corridor east of the Rockies. There was still much to learn about the prints and the people who made them. Number 4. Hohokam Footprints. Hohokam prints. In 2015, a construction crew unearthed ancient footprints around Tucson. Dating back between 2,500 to 3,500 years ago, the prints provide a snapshot into the Hohokam settlement during a transition between the hunter-gathering and agriculture. The footprints belong to a man, a woman, children, and a dog. They were set deep into the soft earth of an irrigated field, which was later inundated with sediment. The prints were made during the opening and closing of an irrigation system's floodgates. Debate rages over whether irrigation agriculture was a homegrown technique of the Hohokam or was developed in Mesoamerica. Some even speculate that this settlement reflects a migration out of Mexico. Others disagree, pointing out that there is no older evidence of irrigation agriculture in Mesoamerica. Furthermore, other cultural and technological advancements occurred simultaneously in Mexico and Arizona. A possible scenario is that there was a great deal of cultural exchange between the 2 regions. 3. Mountain of God Footprints. Mountain of God Footprints. In the shadow of a Tanzanian volcano that the Maasai call the Mountain of God, researchers unearthed a treasure trove of ancient footprints. The 400 prints date back to 19,000 years ago and are the highest concentration ever found. Some of the prints show that people were jogging, others had broken toes. Many reflect mothers walking alongside children. One area has so many prints that it has been dubbed the dance hall. Dating the footprints proved challenging. The team initially thought that they were made in ash that rained down after Oidonyo Lengai erupted. That would have meant that the ash in the prints were 120,000 years old. They later realized that the ash had been carried to the site via water. The task that involved dating the youngest crystals in the mud to set a crop on the footprint's age. Number 2. Stone Age Fisher. Stone Age Fisherman print. 2 sets of 5,000-year-old prints on the island of Lolland in Denmark reveal how ancient humans survived along the sea and dealt with its destructive power. The prints show the struggle of 2 Stone Age fishermen against the sea as it threatened to flood and cover their equipment with sand. The fishing gear consisted of thin switches of hazel suspended between 2 larger sticks. Series of these were set up in a continuous line to create fish traps. The footprints show that the fishermen were forced to wade into the icy waters of the Baltic in an attempt to save their traps from a flood. During the time the prints were made, Baltic sea levels rose dramatically from northern Europe's melting glaciers. A collection of animal skulls suggests that the fishermen were making sacrificial offerings in the area. Was it a desperate attempt to keep the sea at bay? Number 1. Willandra Lake Footprints. Willandra Lake Footprint. In 2003, a Muti Aboriginal woman found the oldest known footprints in Australia. Located along the dunes of Willandra Lake region, the prints are dated to 20,000 years ago. They are the largest collection of Pleistocene footprints in the world, with nearly 700 prints, 400 of which are grouped into 23 tracks. The footprints have remarkable detail, with mud oozing between toes. They reveal things that artifacts and skeletons can't. Trackers from the Pintubi people of Central Australia were called in to investigate. They found prints of one-legged man that experts had missed. The trackers also pointed out nuances like a small hole where a man stood with spear and squiggles that might have been drawn by a child. One hunter was believed to have been running 37 kilometers per hour, or 23 mph, as fast as an Olympic sprinter, indicating an intense struggle to survive in this ancient land. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.